What is going on, guys? My name is Jerm, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and a subscribe. And we got some news. The Dokkan 2 update is officially live in game. We have a full-on data download that we're going to break down in a future video. But for today, since your boy has to get one out before he goes to work, we are going to be talking about this right here, which, I mean, it was funny as hell. Yesterday, I posted my 10th anniversary roadmap, like, who I thought was coming for the 10th anniversary, and boom, boom, two of my characters are confirmed already. Buuhan and Super Vegito EZAs are going to be incoming now. Since the Global 2 update is not yet active on Global, unfortunately, Global doesn't have the translations for these characters out. Yeah, full-on Global L, I know. We all know how Global Ls work. So thanks to Minato over on Twitter here, we have the translations for both Vegito and Buuhan. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into these guys' details, see how good they are, how bad they are. We'll find out. Usually Super Easy Ace have been very, very good, so I hope the same works for Vegito. So, super fact, huh? That early, huh? Super attack effect stays the same, obviously immense damage and 35% ally attack raise for one turn. 2 key, 200% attack and defense start a turn. Additional 150% attack and defense when performing the super. 25% attack and defense up to 100, and a 15% chance to crit up to 60 with each attack received. Okay. Reduces damage received by 40% and reduces... Okay. Reduces damage received by normal attacks by an additional 40% and counters with tremendous power. So he's got at least 80. So he's got 80% damage reduction against normals, 40% against super attacks. That's something. That's something. Okay. Guards all attacks and reveal and has a scouter for 2 turns when HP is 50% or below. Why didn't they just give him that for free? I mean, I get it because he's countering, and then you can just be like, well, at least now he won't take the super attack, but you know, it wouldn't have hurt him. At least, or instead of 50% or below, like, just give it to him, like, at a higher HP value, because, like, I mean, you'll be under 50% HP a lot, depending on how difficult the 10th anniversary bosses are all going to be. One of the things that was found in the script was guard nullification. So bosses might be canceling guard soon, we'll see. So even then, the guard doesn't really help if that's what's going to happen. Yeah, they could have just given him the guard guaranteed or the scouter guaranteed and then give him the extra. Like, why both? Okay. 50% attack and defense and all allies other than this character 2 key and 20% defense when facing a super class enemy. Or when facing an extreme class enemy, he gets an extra 100% attack and defense, and then characters get 3 key and 30% attack and 30% defense. He seems okay. That's about as best as I go. I mean, maybe like okay-ish. He is really down there. I mean, he's got some protection, right? He's got the 80% damage reduction against normals. He's got the counter. I just don't understand why they couldn't give him the guard, either the guard guaranteed or the scouter guaranteed. I mean, it's only 2 turns too, which is unless they're talking about the scouter is only for 2 turns. Then he just gets guaranteed guard. But if it's both, the way I'm reading it, it makes me feel like it's gonna be both. I just don't understand why not give him this. I mean, it's not limited to 1 turn, which is good, right? But I mean, they really could have just given him either one of these, and I would have made him a way better character. Because guard with 80% damage reduction against normals, that's not bad. Super attacks are still gonna kill him. That was this guy's issue when he first came out back. When was it? 2019, I think. Is there 2019 or 2020 that this guy came out? And that was one of his biggest issues, is he couldn't handle supers, and supers would just one-shot him. So they kept that alive. That's great. At least he'll be a really decent partner for, the new LR Super Vegito. He'll be a pretty decent partner for him. I'd assume they share at least like 4 to 5 links. So I'm not super excited about this guy, honestly. That kind of hurts. I really wish they would have made him a little bit better. But I mean, we'll see what he looks like in game, though. I mean, there's already private server videos out for these characters. These guys are in the data download, by the way. They come on 8 days. So January 30th is when we can play with Super Easy A Vegito and Super Easy A Buuhan. So, yeah, Vegito, sure, he seems okay. All right, on to Buuhan. Now, like I said in my prediction video yesterday, Buuhan, we already have a really strong Buuhan. So, I mean, this guy's gonna be very good for Kid Buu as well, right? Maybe you don't have, like, the majority of the player base probably doesn't have Tech Buuhan unless you're a real big Buu fan and summoned for him. So this guy can be a really, really good option to help out with Easy A Kid Buu. Yeah, Super Fac again. Your boy just woke up. I ain't got caffeine in my system. Immense damage and greatly lowers attack and defense. This is Buuhan's thing. He'll have a 30% chance to do a greater power super attack. 200% attack and defense start turn, 200% attack and defense when performing a super. He gets a guaranteed additional super. Okay. Rainbow Key Sphere changing. So he changes Tech Key Spheres to Rainbow Key Spheres. From the 5th turn onward, he randomly changes a type other than Tech to Int. Okay. 40% attack, 30% defense, and 12,000 HP per Key Sphere recovered. 33% chance to crit, and 22% damage reduction up to 66 per Rainbow Key Sphere. Okay, yep. He's already better than Vegito. 15% HP at the end of turn. 100% attack and defense, and all allies other than this character get 3 key. 30% when facing a super class. 50% attack and defense, and all allies then this character get 2 key, and 20% when facing an extreme class. Yeah, he already seems better. Yeah, that's about that. That's good. That's good. So not only now will the Buu team have a ridiculous, I mean, it already did have a ridiculous amount of healing. Now it's just gonna get even better with this guy on the team, right? You float. Let's say like you run a double tech Buuhan lead. You have one of the Buuhans be on rotation with Kid Buu. You have one of the Buuhans be on rotation with let's just say LR Buuhan, for example. You float this guy and physical Kid Buu, the team, and Fat Buu, and the team is just gonna go crazy. This guy's really good because this guy's also going to be just supporting, right? Either 3 key or 2 key. Majority of the time, considering that the hardest fights in the game are all super class at this point, you're going to have the nicer support buff and the extra stats for Buuhan, right? Whereas in Vegito's case, Vegito gets it when facing extreme class. And that's not to say we're not going to have like insane extreme class enemies. We'll see what the Goku Story Red Zone looks like, but you're going to see this more active than this nowadays in the harder style content. Yeah. Vegito's looking real good. Real good. So, or not Vegito, sorry, Buuhan is looking real good. Vegito's looking kind of iffy. We'll see how Vegito looks in game, by the way. A lot of this is just on paper stuff. Like, who knows? Maybe Buuhan won't look as ridiculous in game, right? Versus Vegito's gonna look like a god. I already saw a thumbnail where he's doing 31 mil. So I'm you know, we'll see how Vegito looks. It's just this is the part, the guards all attacks and Scouter. That's the part that kind of makes me like, come on, man. They really could have just given him guard. That's like they really could have just given him the guard turn 1, no condition, no restrictions, right? If they wanted to do the Scouter when HP is 50% below, but then make it permanent. Don't make it a 2-turn like hold. You know, that's weird. That's weird. Dokkan did a little weird one with this one. At least you know if you put crit on him, right? You can now go ahead and forget about putting crit on him because he'll have crit on his passive. Buuhan, I really don't know. I don't know how you would build these characters. Honestly, Vegito, you guys might hate me for this, but I mean, you could go additional, I guess, get the extra 35 because it's the super attack effect. I mean, maybe you could go additionals. Dodge seems to be a better option though, just because at least then you'll have another blanket to fall on in case something happens, right? I don't know. We'll see how Vegito looks like in game. As for Buuhan, I mean, in all honesty, he already has a guaranteed additional. He has a chance to crit. You could just go full dodge with Buuhan, I'd say. I mean, there's no shame in going full dodge with Buuhan because, I mean, he already has crit and additional built into his passive, so... yeah, let me know what you guys think about Vegito and Buuhan. I'm not a fan of Vegito. Buuhan seems like he's going to be super crazy, though. So, yeah, if you guys made it to the end of the video, leave your boy a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.